Ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to stop manspreading. Some of you guys have complained about that. I'll do this, even though it hurts my hips. I'm doing it for you guys. 2,000 subscribers, baby. We made it. We made it. We're part of the big time now. Thank you so much, everybody that watches my videos and supports. I love making these videos. It makes me happy. And it's a good creative outlet for me. You know, I love talking about this stuff. So appreciate everybody that watches. I'm going to do a little Q&A special as promised. A lot of you guys left some comments. So I'm going to read through them for the first time and do my best to answer them. I got one here from, all right, I'm going to stop this. It hurts. I'm not that flexible. Got one here from @Fapanator. Why are you gay? Well, I'm not. Nothing wrong with being gay, but I'm not. Not sure what you meant by that, but thank you for your question, Fapanator. Next question, Tichondrius Storm Rage, my boy. What would you say is the most important skill in judo? Good question. I would say strategy or recognizing opportunity, right? The ability to analyze a situation, make a plan to win based off of that analysis, and then implement that plan on a moment's notice, and being able to do that over and over and over and over again super quickly. You know, that's the judokas that are at the highest level, that succeed at the highest level. They're able to do that. They're able to recognize their opportunities and openings by analyzing the situation. Think about, okay, what can I do here to win? And then they do it. So I would say that's the most important skill in judo. Another one from my boy Tichondrius Storm Rage. If the Avengers decided to hold a judo tournament, who would come out on top? The Hulk. Question from the Sisquan. What belts do you hold? This is a great question. In the intro to my channel, it says I'm a 27th degree black belt, but I actually need to change that because that's not correct. I'm actually a 28th degree black belt. I was just promoted by Steven Seagal last winter. So got to update that. Very proud of that. I'm the only person in all of history to become a 28th degree black belt in judo. So like I said, something very special to me. Need to make that update. Thank you for the question, Sisquin. As far as belts that I hold in other martial arts, I am also a black belt in freestyle wrestling and a black belt in boxing. Diego Quintos, what are some key concepts or points I can use to start incorporating and improving foot sweeps into no-gi BJJ on my own? Good question. I would say a good starting point is always look for when they're standing sideways. The foot sweep is always there against no-gi guys. So either try to make them stand sideways and then sweep the back of the foot and finish with the hands. That's a general high-level overview. But start with that. Try and find opportunities when they're standing sideways to you or a little off kilter, right? Not completely square. And you can make them stand that way with your posture and with your movement and with your gripping. And once they're sideways, boom, you try and sweep out this foot. So sweep this back foot and finish with the hands. Kosotogari, we call it in judo. That's a basic one. But the most important thing to improve your foot sweeps and learn better foot sweeps, especially for no-gi, is reps. Just got to get those reps in. Even if it's not working at first, it will work eventually. If you continue to do it, repetition will lead to perfection. So keep trying, keep analyzing what's not working, trial and error. You know, that's the scientific method, the scientific process, trial and error. This didn't work. Okay, why not? Let me tweak this. It didn't work again. Okay, why not? Maybe I'll change this, and just continue to do that over and over and over again. Got to get those reps. Another one from my boy Diego Quintos. Best throws besides Uchimata for no-gi BJJ. Sasai comes to mind. Ogoshi comes to mind. Haraya-goshi comes to mind. All these are great for no-gi. These are probably the big three, along with Uchimata, big four that I hit in no-gi the most. Ogoshi from that seatbelt grip around the back. Boom. Put the big hip in. Eep on their ass. Sasai. That's a great one. I've been hitting a lot at 10th Planet. And then Haraigoshi with the Wizard. Boom. So try those out, Diego. Send me a video of you hitting those. Let me know how it works. Question from Doug XC7. I'm a middle-aged 180-pound man who wants to get into martial arts for exercise and self-development. I've looked into judo, jiu-jitsu, and Muay Thai, but I am not sure which one to choose. Any advice? Yes. I would say, first, watch videos on all of them. Get familiar with the arts and see which one looks cool, which one you could see yourself doing, which one that you like. That's how I would first start. I'm sure you've already done a bit of that. Watch videos on all three of those. But if you haven't, start there. Then start taking trial classes. So find a Muay Thai gym, Jiu-Jitsu gym, and Judo gym, and do a trial class at each one of those for multiple gyms if possible. And see which one you like, see which one's the most fun, and go with that. That's how I would say you should choose. That's probably the best route. You want to do something that you like, that's fun, especially if you're doing it for, what did you say? Exercise and self-development. Yeah, do something that's fun, man. That's the advice that I always give people that are trying to get more into fitness is make it fun, because then you're actually going to do it. And then it's going to be exciting, and you're going to continue to do it, and it's going to feel good. You don't want to do something that sucks if you're trying to get into it, and be more disciplined with something. I would also say a few things to consider when selecting a martial art is you got to consider damage to the body, right? So with Muay Thai and all the striking arts, they're not able to spar every day because you're getting punched in the head and the body, which causes damage. With grappling, we can pretty much spar every day. And judo, we spar every day. Because it's not as taxing or as hard on the body. So is sparring something that's really important to you? Actually applying these skills and techniques that you're learning against opposition in a controlled, safe environment. If that's something that you really want to do, if you're mainly looking to learn a martial art that you can spar with and actually test out, I would say go with judo and jiu-jitsu. If not, Muay Thai might be a good one for you. I would consider the popularity of it too, depending on where you are. These three martial arts are very more and less popular in different parts of the world, right? In America, jiu-jitsu is way more popular than judo. You can go pretty much anywhere in the country and you'll find a high level or close to high level jiu-jitsu gym, but that's not the case with judo. Still not very popular in America. But if you go overseas, judo is much more popular than jiu-jitsu. It's an Olympic sport. And other countries outside of America, it's much more popular there than jiu-jitsu is. I'm not too sure about Muay Thai. I would say Muay Thai is probably in the middle of judo and jiu-jitsu, in the States at least, as far as popularity. But that's something to consider. And then the skill set too. What skill set are you trying to develop? Do you want to develop the striking skill set, the grappling skill set? Do you want to be able to do this with your kids? You're obviously not going to strike your kids unless they're wearing protective gear. But if this is something you want to do to interact with a wider variety of people, I would say grappling might be better. If not, maybe Muay Thai. I, of course, am biased to judo. I think that's the most fun. But it depends what you like and what your goals are and where you live and how popular that art is in your area. Last question. That was a good question, by the way. Last question from Fapanator again. Oh, great. How can I grow a bigger penis? Okay. Thank you for your question, Fapanator. You've come to the right place. What you got to do is eat Twinkies for an entire month. After you do that, switch to Tootsie Rolls. Eat those for an entire month. And then once all that is done, flex as hard as you possibly can for at least 2 hours. Once you do that, it should grow at least 5 inches, and then you'll be good. That's a no-fail solution for you. So thank you, Fapanator. Thank you for your questions, guys, and thanks again for all the support. I appreciate it. The best is yet to come. I got so many freaking great video ideas in the vault. Life is just busy, life is busy, and it's just me shooting these videos. More to come. Appreciate you guys watching. Peace.